ممكن نسمع أستاذ فيصل.
I want to go back again to the protesters. Do you think that the crackdown in the beginning was too much?
It's about personal mistakes, not about policy. There was no policy of cracking down. There was policy of facing the terrorists. When you have militants, you have to face the militants. You don't allow in the United States to have militants. And remember what happened in Los Angeles in the 90s when you sent the army to the city to face the terrorists. It's the same.
Our protests, we don't kill people, and we have press seeing it all.
But nobody knows yet who killed the people. Because well, the same question: who killed the 1,100 soldiers? If you don't know who killed those, you can tell who killed the civilians.
The crackdown in the beginning, the brutality. Do you think it went too far?
I cannot tell you this without the evidence. You ask me to tell you according to rumors or to reports. It's not enough for me as president. For me, when there's policy, I could say yes or no. When there's individuals with concrete evidence who committed mistake, I say yes or no.
Did you give the order for the crackdown?
No, we give the order to implement the Constitution and the law. That's the order, and that's the job of the president.
But who gave the order to react against the protesters?
You don't need order, because this is their job.
Well, somebody had to say, you know, use guns. Somebody had to say there are arrests.
There was even written not to use guns. That's why I said it wasn't policy. Their job is to prevent people like any other country. You have their own means. They have these plastic stick things. Whenever they used machine guns against civilians, this is breaching of the law.
It happened.
In some cases, yes, and they were caught and they were detained. I mean.
هذا له علاقة بذات المحور. وكما تلاحظون السيد الرئيس تحدث عن أمور لم تذكرها وكالات الإعلام، يعني موضوع سياسة التعذيب الممنهج فرق ما بين هذا وما بين الحوادث الفردية، وذكر أيضا أمور لها علاقة بالسياسة نفسها للتعذيب الممنهج، سواء التي تمارسها أمريكا خارج أراضيها أم داخل أراضيها، كما تفضل السيد الرئيس. لا أعلم هلا إذا فينا نرجع على المقطع اللي بثته القناة، بس لذكركم بعد ما سمعنا شو اللي انبث من قبل القناة. تفضل.
I want to make this clear. You say that the country in general is stable. Certainly we see here in Damascus, since we've been here, it's business as usual. But there are areas of this country, an hour and a half away, in which there is still fighting, in which there is still protests.
That's right.
Do you see that as something important, people fighting for their freedom, or do you see it as a little something here and a little something there?
No, you have different components. Not everybody's fighting for the freedom. You have people who want freedom, and that's why we have reform, because we recognize those people. And most of the people that they need freedom, they didn't demonstrate. Not everybody in the street demonstrating for freedom. You have different components. You have extremists, religious extremists. You have outlaws, people who have been convicted in the court and they have been escaping for years now, drug smugglers, and you have like-minded people of Al-Qaeda and those. So it's different components. You have money coming from outside just for the media, propaganda. They give money to people, they demonstrate for 15 minutes or for half an hour, then in the media you see demonstrations. So you have different components. I'm not saying you have one here. You have everything. You have real demonstrations, you have peaceful demonstrations, you have militants, you have terrorists, you have everything. In the same place sometimes.
كمل فيصل في لسه بعده.
But, Mr. President, you have people an hour and a half away from here protesting. You have people who have been killed and people who have been tortured, and still they're protesting. And you say you have the support of your people?
No, you are mixing between the protesters and the killing. It's different. Now we are having terrorists in many places killing.
Now?
No, not only now. No, from the very beginning. No, not now. Now it's recognized in the media, that's the difference. But from the very first few weeks, We had those terrorists. They are getting more and more aggressive. They've been killing. We have over 1,100 soldiers and policemen killed. Who killed them? Peaceful demonstrations? This is not logical. This is unpalatable.
تمام. في لسه استاذ فيصل؟ هن في مقاطع مقطعين فاسف بس لنشوف عشان ما نقطع الفكرة.
Our view is there were peaceful protesters. They were killed. Some were tortured. It was a brutal reaction. Are we wrong in thinking that?
Every